County has started to work on temporary housing for people who need to be quarantined because of a coronavirus exposure. KOMO's Matt Markovich is in West Seattle, where they started moving in some trailers just this afternoon. Matt?
Yeah, Molly, we're in the White Center neighborhood of West Seattle, the 200 block of 112th Street Southwest, and you can see the trailer behind the fence over there behind that truck. They just moved that in this afternoon. Those buildings in the foreground will be demolished to make way for 7 more of these trailers. One trailer could be ready for occupancy later this week. Trailers intended to isolate patients under quarantine are going into an empty lot surrounded by apartment buildings in West Seattle. Trailers that for months have been mothballed at the old Fisher Mill on Harbor Island, intended to house the homeless.
They're kind of like little mini hotel rooms. They have 2 beds in each, and public health will determine if there's going to only be 1 person in each room.
Up to 8 will go here, potential housing for 40, initially without water or sewer. So it's porta potties for now, and there'll be other locations.
We have identified multiple sites for these facilities, and we're confirming their feasibility quickly.
Eventually, they'll look like these trailers and rooms inside the newly opened Eagle Village, temporary housing for Native Americans in Soto. It's part of King County's emergency response to the spread of the virus, which includes the first opening of the EOC, the county's Emergency Operations Center in Renton, for a public health crisis in more than 20 years.
At this point, we don't know when it's going to end.
The EOC is equipped to handle responses to earthquakes and terrorist attacks. Now it's handling logistics for area cities, like finding hand sanitizer, which is running in short supply.
Figuring out how we can fill it, and either trying to fill it ourselves or reaching out to other partners or contractors, or if we need to, the state.
The city of Seattle has opened up its JIC, or Joint Information Center, for its response. But all major health decisions are coming out of the HMAC, or Health and Medical Area Command Center, run by Public Health in downtown Seattle.
This is where people congregate are actively taking measures to prevent the spread of the illness. KOMO's Suzanne Fawn joins us live in Seattle with more on what it means for senior centers. Suzanne?
Well, at many places like senior centers, they are double checking and triple checking, making sure that everything is clean and that everyone remains healthy. At Greenwood Senior Center, Francis Cargill and many other seniors enjoy a hot meal every day. They also attend any number of events or lectures or dance or exercise classes. Facing a possible coronavirus outbreak in our region, the senior center has put up these signs informing everyone of the symptoms of coronavirus. Signs also remind people to wash their hands often. There are also many more hand sanitizer stations and soap dispensers, and the community center says it's also cleaning more often.
The department has created a hotline for all questions related to COVID-19, and it has been flooded with calls, as you might imagine.
KOMO's Max Darrow joins us live from Harborview Medical Center. Max, we've been saying for days that people shouldn't go to the ER just because they're feeling a little sick, right?
That's absolutely correct. Public health officials are saying don't go to the ER unless it's an actual true medical emergency. If you have questions, call that hotline, but be prepared to wait. After Kay Burton learned about more COVID-19 related deaths, she woke up and asked herself the question, what would she do if she thought she was developing symptoms?
And I really don't know, because I certainly wouldn't want to show up at my doctor's office.
The State Department of Health has established a hotline to answer questions about coronavirus, what's happening here, and what to do if you have symptoms. But if you call, don't expect an expert to be on the line right away. The state's health department reveals the hotline is experiencing traffic and may be temporarily unavailable. Late this afternoon, the department could not provide us with how many calls have come into the hotline since they created it.
2 school districts and more than a dozen schools have canceled classes over concerns of coronavirus in Washington.
But tonight, some parents think local districts should be doing more to keep their kids safe. KOMO's Kara Kosinich is live outside Jackson High School, where students returned to class today after a teenager at that school tested positive for coronavirus. Kara?
That's right, guys. And this school underwent 3 days of deep cleaning after learning about that positive case. Now, tonight, some parents in this district are calling on Everett Public Schools to deep clean every single school in their system. I want to take you now to a petition on change.org that's gathered almost 1,500 signatures asking Everett Public Schools to close for a week and deep clean every school. The district told us today they are taking the situation very seriously and consulting with experts in their decisions, adding they're following the local and state health department's recommendations not to close schools at this time. The district says they are providing extra cleaning, but some parents say with a positive case in the district, a student who had a sibling and friends at other schools, deep cleaning in every school is necessary.